this is what my room looks like when I'm done a PC build. But she's working. We'll see if that 3700X is gonna stay stable, or am I gonna have to replace it? But I need to change the RGB on that graphics card, but should be a nice one. Pull this off. Woo! Ah! Whoa! What's going on, guys? It's sideways camera here. There we go. It's Timmy Joe. Realized I haven't really talked to the camera yet. So we just built a computer. Thanks very much. And yeah, this is going to be a replacement for my HTPC, which is my main home theater PC, my big 75. Well, here, check this out. What do you want? Oh, you want his ball, don't you? Huh? You want his ball? So here's the PC, and we built this probably 6 months ago. We go through computers in this room like crazy. Usually have some junker, but this has been a pretty nice PC. 4770K at 4.8 gigahertz. What's it running at? It's running at stock speeds apparently. Interesting. Oh, 4.7 gigahertz. Okay, so I saw it. And we're just running Time Spot and a little bit of Firestrike so we can see what kind of upgrade we did here. So this thing's got 4770K and a 1070 Ti. All are overclocked, and in this, ooh, look at this. That's what you get for having dogs around computers. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing upgraded because this is a nice 4K Sharp Aqueous I got on Black Friday, and it's 75 inches, 4K, local dimming, all that good stuff. Roku, we don't use the Roku, but Roku if you want it. And yeah, it's just a little bit too much resolution for that computer. So I've got a spare 3770 lying around, and we bought that 1080 Ti. We're gonna make an awesome PC here. But yeah, this thing's done pretty well. I'll just turn around and probably sell this system or something so I can, you know, pay for the 1080 Ti that I was getting. But yeah, it's a pretty nice little system. I always like the look of it, but it's not quite as much horsepower. And yes, that other PC will fit in this case. I already checked. But here, what's this? She gets dusty, that's for sure. Ooh. So yeah, I just got that TV, and well, this guy here wasn't really doing it for 4K gaming, although it was pretty capable. He just put it to 1440p. It's not too bad on a 1070 Ti, but this is a large upgrade. It's like double the computer almost. So that was a 4770K. Well, we're running a 3700X on this system, so let's double the cores. It's going to be a pretty good time. And then instead of a 1070 Ti in this guy, we got a 1080 Ti. It's that Strix one that I got real cheap on the sort of almost got scammed front. And it's been working very, very well here. I even re-thermal pasted it, make sure that it was all cleaned out and ready to go. And yeah, this is pretty much a build sponsored by Deepcool. Not that they're paying for it, but they sent over a lot of parts for it. So Gamers Storm, you know, their brand has some really nice stuff here. This is the McCube 310P, which is a smaller form factor version of their McCube case, which is like an aesthetic space case, I would say. It's not the greatest for airflow, but I think it looks amazing, and it's in nice white and black. And then we white and black themed the whole computer here. So we got a white 360 Castle EX, which is a really good CPU cooler for this. I mean, I would probably put an air cooler on it, except for they were sending this over, and it looks so good. And then we've got their McCube case. They included a DQ750M power supply, which is a completely modular power supply. If you're looking for a white power supply, this thing looks awesome in here, even though you can only see a little bit of it. And then I themed up some of it with some Gamer Storm and some MSI logos, but full specs are on the computer here, 1080 Ti, and we're going Ryzen 3700X, and this is the 3700X that only works on MSI. Well, it doesn't work on gigabyte motherboards. I have had it be fairly unstable on a couple other manufacturers' motherboards, but it seemed to do well on ASRock, and it seemed to do well on the MSI. So we bought an MSI motherboard, which is a B450 Tomahawk Max, which is good because these are guaranteed to work with Ryzen 3000s, just in case you didn't know. It says it right there. They're Max branding. If you're looking to pair a Zen 2 CPU with a B450 motherboard, I really recommend this because it shows like 3000 desktop, right out of the box. So we've got this all hooked up. I did a bunch of stability tests last night and it's working just fine, so we have no worries on this 3700X. It's been a little finicky for me. 1070 or 1080 Ti, I should say, has been working great. Temperatures are in check with this large AIO, and just finished up some cable management and stuff like that. And then we went and grabbed that computer downstairs so I could clone the hard drive over to it. It just had a normal SSD in it. I ended up putting an M.2 SSD in here from SP, which is like one of the cheapest on Amazon NVMe drives, actually SATA drives in general, SSDs that you can buy, and they seem to be working out all right, and apparently they have 5-year warranties, so hang on to your receipts when they go wrong. But we've got that in there. I've got Windows transferred over from the old HD PC. We're going to put some more hard drives in it, button it all up, and then we'll install it downstairs and see what kind of performance increases we're getting by doing this. Like, it's not really a real scientific thing here. I just wanted to do this nice build, and it's all black and white, and there's going to be very little lighting in here. Just a couple things light up, and we're going to make them white just to light up the system so you can see the components, because as we saw in my TV unit there, I can actually fit the case in there. This one fits too. It's just so there's a little window in there. You can see what kind of computer, show that I'm a computer nerd. If people come over and be like, wow, you have a crazy computer down there, but it's not like all rainbow bright and whatever. So I'm Timmy Joe. Thanks for watching this computer build. Let's get to finishing this bad boy off. This thing's a lot heavier than the old one was. So we have a nice TV cabinet here, and I've actually duct taped, some Noctua fans back there so that there is airflow. And then I took the glass out of this, right, so that it's as good as possible. Do you mind not chewing on the ball? You want more dogs? We got more dogs. Ah, dogs. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. I'm doing something. Go lay down. And so I just plug those fans, those Noctua fans in the back there. I plug those Noctua fans right on the motherboard usually, and then I set them in the BIOS to run so that you can barely hear them. Should be good here. This should fit. I did test fit it before I got it all in there. So let's see if I can't get this all installed and see what kind of performance we got better. I did do just a few benchmarks on the old PC. So let's do that. Last thing I forgot was the dongles for the wireless keyboard and mouse. He's a tight fit, that's for sure, but let's see. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks perfect. There we go. Turn the TV on. Don't need the wood anymore. Heard a post beep. And the TV's on, Windows. Yeah! Fireman's blazing the ice guy. I've already done a Time Spy, and I did Time Spy and Fire Strike on the previous setup, so we can see what the difference is going to be. It's going to be substantial, for sure. So we did pretty good with the overall scores here. Went from, in Time Spy, a 6829 total score to 9700, almost 10,000 in Time Spy. So we went up by a substantial amount, by about 3,000 points. It's pretty good. And then 16,870 previously in Fire Strike. We went up to a 23,000. We went up quite a substantial amount. So this is going to just make 4K gaming on this little rig a very, very good time. I think it was a really nice looking rig. I really like the way it fared out. But to have this giant ass 4K TV, I'm really privileged to have such, this is a secondary gaming computer for me. Really privileged, and I got to thank you guys so much. I would have never imagined, 3 years ago that 1080 Ti would just be a luxury that I could, have in a secondary computer. And I know that might make a lot of you guys Be like, Timmy Joe, where's my 1080 Ti? Well, I'm working for mine, so you work for yours, and we'll all be good. So I'm at Watch Timmy Joe, Instagram and Twitter. I gotta thank Deepcool for sponsoring this build. I think it just turned out amazing. The white and black aesthetic really looks good with the performance to back it up. Not a whole lot of flashy rainbow, rainbow puke RGB, just some white lights to accentuate the nice white interior. And we got nice Strix in there, it's 3700X. And nothing's overclocked, nothing needs to be overclocked on this PC. Maybe the graphics card if I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, because that still kicks a 1080 Ti's ass a little bit. But yeah, we did really good with the scores, and heck, I'm even done before the wife gets home, so she's not even gonna notice that I switched the computer out and won't get mad at me that she can't watch whatever she watches, Ink Master or This Is Us or whatever. So at Watch Timmy Joe, Instagram and Twitter. Huge thanks to Deepcool for sending that out to me. And I got the components myself, but thanks to Deepcool. And I'll put links in the description to, parts, just parts. If you want to go check them out, 3700X and B450 motherboard, stuff like that. So check them out in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. You have yourselves a freaking wonderful day. I'm gonna play some Red Dead Redemption on the 4K television. It's gonna be fun.